you'll see everybody who has that interest listed as online marketing. People who would necessarily need a website building or a website video guide on how to build a website. So you would basically want to pinpoint those types of people. Here are a few tips on what you need to do as far as getting traffic to your profile. The first thing you want to do is you want to expand your network of friends. What that means is you want to go through and find friends to add. And you can look at their page, and if, okay, well, this person is interested in making money and, you know, all that. So you could add them as a friend. You can click add to friend here. So this is the long way of doing things. I'm going to show you a shortcut in a minute. So your goal here is just to add friends, add lots and lots of friends. And don't limit yourself to a certain amount of people, although, however, I will emphasize, although you want to focus on the quality versus the quantity. So it doesn't matter if you have 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 friends. What matters is you have, you know, 100 or 200 friends that, you know, you're actually building a relationship with, and they can actually see your business, and you're actually pre-selling directly to them. The second thing, be an active member. Don't, you know, do things for 1 month and then leave it for a year and come back and wonder, wait, why are my relationships with these people, you know, gone? Why are these people gone? You know, that's because you need to constantly build those relationships. So be an active member, upload content, video content, blog more, because your visibility can help businesses, your business, get the exposure that it needs. So the reason why I emphasize that is when you build that connection, it is easier to pitch in your products. So what you can do is you can blog content. Remember I showed you just now the area for blogging. You want to insert content for a pre-sale method to gain the trust of your users. You can upload pictures and be serious about it. Don't treat this like how you would treat your friends, in the way that it's, you know, too funny or, you know, things like that. Your goal is to make the atmosphere a little bit cozy so that people can get to know you, but a little bit more serious. So it's got to be professional. You also want to upload videos. Now let me show you MySpace TV. You can actually upload your videos. You can click on MySpace TV and you can click on My Videos. And of course this is just a personal page, so I've uploaded different videos here and there. But one thing I can tell you is that these videos will actually allow you to get indexed onto the search engines. A lot of these videos actually, in fact, if you put it on here or if you put it on YouTube, will be indexed well into different search engines. So the main reason to upload a video is just to get people to know you. You can have a video of yourself, you know, talking, so people can think, oh, okay, well, this person's talking about how to build a website. That's pretty neat. I can see their face. So whether you use videos, you can use audio, you can use text, any form of anything, that's your whole goal, is to upload content that specifically is valuable. Now remember that I told you earlier that the number one thing you want to do is you want to expand your friends, right? Well, you saw how long it took me to add a friend. And most likely you're not going to want to add thousands of people that way. There are many, many faster ways of doing that. Specifically, what I do is I go to forums like Digital Point Forums. And you can actually see that here. If I go to Google and I type in Digital Point Forum, this is actually one of my favorite places. If I go to Digital Point Forums and I go under the services section, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Click on Forum Jump, allows you to jump to different parts of the forum. So if I go to advertising, services, under buy, sell, or trade, services, advertising. Your goal is to find people who can do that for you. Now, there are a lot of people who will just have teams of people who will just sit there and they will go through and find people that are related to online marketing or things like that. And either that or they'll use legitimate programs. So how do you figure out who's legitimate and who's not? A lot of times what I do is I look through here, see what people have to say. It's sort of like eBay. You see people's feedback, see what people say about, this person, whether they did a good job or not, and you can see that. Just make sure that you visit threads with a lot of people who have posts on them. Not necessarily looking at the views. Views don't mean anything to me. The replies do, because it's what people say about other people tells you whether it's legitimate or not. There's another site that I like to use, and it's called Squidoo Empire. And I personally have used these guys for my band, and what they do is you can either have them tagging MySpace backlinks and things like that, and what you want to do is you want to outsource your traffic basically. That's my whole point here, is that you don't always have to sit in front of the computer and do it all the time. If you got money to invest, then invest it and spend it on people who can actually do that for you. Now, let me show you, for example, my MySpace page, which is a band page. Alright, so I've got a different account here, and I'm going to log in. So what I'm looking at right now is my band page. I create music, and my whole goal here is to spread the word. How am I going to do that? I don't have a ton of time, this and that, so we're going to look at the profile here. And you can see that these are all legitimate comments that people have responded to. And guess what? I actually used that Squidoo Empire here, and I paid them not a whole lot compared to what they're offering. So it's a really good price. And I use their service, and you can use their service, or you can go to Digital Point forums, whatever you use. A lot of these guys, what they do is they go through and find other DJs, and what they did was add friends. So me not having time, that was a great way to outsource traffic. So now you know how effective MySpace is, and that you don't really need to do a manual process. You can actually use other people to do that. So now you get the idea. What you can do is you can just go in, create a profile, add that content, add uploadable videos, audio, and blogs, but make sure that content that gives them a feel of what your product is all about, or what your service is all about. Because if you do that, more and more people will see what you're all about, and they'll want to hear about you.